Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Grewing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan and Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families, strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Wallena family, in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans in Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
And thank you, Todd Eflin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another afternoon and evening of Grizzly soccer. We're back home today at Northwest High, taking on the Golden Buffaloes of Wichita Southeast High School in a City League doubleheader. Junior varsity is actually scheduled to tip off here in about 30 seconds, and they're running everything back about 10 minutes. So there's going to be about a 10-minute delay here before the kickoff of the junior varsity game, and that's to accommodate some of the Southeast players who have multiple commitments today, to give them an opportunity to fulfill both. So that's where we're at. So we'll take a minute here and tell you that we'll tell you about the upcoming schedule. We've only got 5 games left. Tuesday, we get on the bus and head up the street to Manhattan to take on the Indians at Bishop Stadium. And then next Thursday, we're right back here at home when Washburn Rural comes in for a non-league doubleheader. Following Tuesday, a week from next Tuesday, we travel across town to Bishop Carroll to take on the Golden Eagles. And then we will wrap up our season on senior night against West High a week from Thursday. So we're rapidly heading toward the end, and Grizzlies are thinking in terms of some playoff positioning still, even though there's no chance we're going to host any games this year. But, you get in the right position, you might catch the right team and get yourself a decent chance to advance. So we'll have to see how that all works out going forward. Weather in Wichita is pretty darn nice today. It's currently 65 degrees here, Todd. The wind is blowing out of the southwest at about 10 miles an hour and is supposed to diminish as we go forward. So, should be a nice night for soccer. It rained earlier today in Wichita and also rained here yesterday. So the turf is nice and green. It's also nice and soft. It'll be easy on the feet of the young ladies playing here today. We're going to give you the starting lineups here, and we don't have the starting lineups from Southeast yet. We'll give them to you as soon as we get them. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout since we have the time available. We are back. We are really owing our sponsors some back pay here, so we're going to go ahead and give it to them. Stay with us. We'll be back. You're watching Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
Means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
What's her name?
Is in goal.
I don't have a 49.
Of course not.
Southeast will defend the south goal for the first half. And then goal for Northwest, April Isbell. I just had to put my headset back on. Okay, you can see we're getting set for kickoff here, and we are indeed underway. We'll give you the starters on the fly. We still don't have the Southeast starters, so Andy is chasing that down for us. And here's a nice through ball and a chance for the Buffs. And April was there to stuff that one. Good run there by Analia Lamas of Southeast. Grizzlies couldn't control it. Comes back now. Serenity Edmond passes it off and gets it right back. Hunter Hinkle fighting for it. That'll work.
She's wearing she's listed as 16, but she's the actual starter for 49 for JV goalkeeper.
Oh. You only have 5 starters.
Well, she didn't mark the starters for me. She just
Okay. Then I really don't need this one. I got this one's the same. Okay, that's fine. We don't have starters for Southeast, but that's okay. Out of bounds it goes. Throw in for the Buffs. Being handled by Kayleen Fendera. And J.C. Scher breaks that up. Trying to get it forward. And once our boy banged off the ball that time, Malia Jackson took charge of that. And this one's sent back. This is going to go over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. April takes it herself and gets a pretty nice boot. I think I told you the wind was coming out of the southwest earlier. That is incorrect. It's coming out of the north now. So the Grizzlies have the wind in the first half. On the far side, Mariah Hood knocks it out of play. That'll be a throw in for the Buffs. Comes in, chested forward. And back out to center it comes. Maybe the Grizzlies can get something going here. Bliss White with it. Bliss White playing up front. Lyra with it. Has it taken off of her foot. There's a chance, a shot off the post and in. Northwest Grizzly goal. I have no idea. Who is that?
Number 15. Looks like.
That would be Sandoval. Goal scorer for Northwest with an aid from the post. Aneli Sandoval, number 15. And the Grizzlies draw first blood. I was just about to comment that Southeast had dominated play here in the first few minutes. The entire time it had been in our end of the field, and just like that, boom, we're in the lead. Mariah Hood on the far side. She chips one forward. Let me give you the starters for Northwest here while they're in the middle of the field. April Isbell is in goal, wearing number 0. J.C. Scher, the junior midfielder, number 2. Lexi Carr at midfield, number 3. Defender Hunter Hinkle, number 4. Midfielder Emmeline Edwards, number 5. Defender Mariah Hood, number 7. Defender number 10, Peyton Wilkerson. Defender number 12, Malia Jackson. Midfielder, number 14, Charisma Lira. Forward, number 15, Aneli Sandoval. And forward, she's either wearing 23 or 12. I didn't notice earlier. I think she's probably wearing 12. Huh?
Bliss is in 12.
12 white.
Bliss White is wearing number 12 today, playing forward for Northwest. And here comes another opportunity for the Grizzlies. That's Lyra with it. Now she gives it off, and Southeast clears it. Hunter Hinkle right in front of us giving some chase, along with J.C. Schur. J.C. does a nice job of shielding the ball. Give and go right back to her. Now she's going to try and bring it down. That's going to go out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. And it comes to JC, and she gives it to Lyra. And the two 14s are fighting for it here. This one goes out of play, and that should be a Northwest ball, and it is. Lyra again. She sends one down the near side. Nobody home, though. Sandoval giving chase. That goes out of bounds. Another throw in for Northwest. Hunter Hinkle running up to take this one. Hunter lobs one in toward J.C. Schur. It's taken away by the Buffs. Jackson back there for Northwest, fighting hard to keep it. Nice centering pass to space. And there to get it is Lexi Carr. Now a run through by Southeast. That one's going to get knocked out and be a corner kick for the Buffs. Good defensive play, though, by Northwest. Corner kick, Southeast.
Number 10, nice clear. Peyton cleared it.
Huh?
Peyton cleared it.
Oh. Okay. Peyton Wilkerson gets credit for clearing it out defensively. Kick is short. Now it's centered. And cleared out to center very nicely. Sandoval's out there all by herself. And starts heading down the floor with it. She gets it across center, and then the Buffs get it right back. Over on the far side. Mariah Hood defensively for Northwest. Pinball going on out there, but there's one. There's a through ball shot, and it goes wide right, and that'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick, Northwest. April Isbell will handle the chores herself. Jackson to Hinkle, now to center, and there's Lexi Carr with it. Lexi sends one forward. Bliss White could not get to it. And here's a chance for Southeast on a breakaway, and who's there to stuff it but April Isbell? And that'll be a foul on Southeast, charging the goalkeeper, and we'll get a free kick out of it. 8 minutes gone. First half, Grizzlies lead 1-0. Nice ball, nice try there to get the ball free. Lexi Carr intercepts that one, sends it over here to J.C. Schur. Oh, right through the legs. Nice play by J.C. Schur. And Hinkle sends one forward unintentionally. Southeast wins it right back, and here they go again. That's Lamas with it, getting behind Malia Jackson, and there's some checking going on there. No call either way. And now April Isbell there to make the grab. And she punts one that's going to go into the bench, I think. Yep, it certainly is. Throw in for the Buffs. Lexi Carr with it, sends it forward for Sandoval. Lyra comes in and gets it. Got two people draped on her, and one of them takes it right away, and that's Jayla Johnson. JC again, back to Sandoval. That was a beautiful ball, and Sandoval couldn't control it. Lexi Carr to Bliss White, and Bliss sends one to Lyra. She couldn't control it. Now back to Schur, to Lyra. Charisma Lyra still fighting with it. Good centering pass, nobody home. Bliss White there. Mariah Hood sends it wide and stay in ball. Well, it did. Southeast comes away with it. Grizzlies about to make a line change here. Can I have my pin? It should be laying around there. Right there to your right.
We're going to stop the clock in a minute. Bliss is out. Knocked down again.
Oh. Now, Bliss White went down. Now she's up, and they're keeping Andrea Allen on the sideline. Here's another one. Bliss White comes out. Who went in for her? I didn't see it. Not that it matters. Oh, Foreman did. Northwest substitution, number 22, Kylie Foreman. Out of play to Southeast. Lexi Carr fighting hard. And there's a long one that's going to go all the way back to April. She'll just let it roll in and pick it up. Up the middle, Southeast gets it. Now Northwest gets a touch, and Northwest controls it for the moment. That one goes into the sellout crowd. That ought to be our ball. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 6, Allison Ramirez. Number 9, Elizabeth Patterson. Number 16, Shushu Hamwe. And number 18, Annika Morrison. Seventeen and a half to go. First half. Southeast and Northwest. Northwest leads 1-0. This is the junior varsity contest. Offside. Oh, my God. That one's going to – they're going to get a goal on a bad call. That's a shame. He missed it. That happens. Who was that scored? 17?
I think so.
They don't have a 17. Try again.
Her jersey says 7. Looks like 7. Yeah, jersey says 17.
There's no JV 17.
Kevin, hold on. Yeah, Regina Basaka. Look in the top.
Okay, I see it. Southeast goal scored by number 17, Regine Basaka. So they tie it up on a what will have to go down in the books as a bad break.
Yes. Leave her offside. Let's see if he'll call it.
There's another one.
He's not whistling it. He didn't. He did.
Did he call it?
This ref called it. That ref didn't.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, actually. I think he knows what that's for.
And back up the middle it comes. Grizzlies restart play here. Time to rebound and get that goal back. Pinball, they got an offside called here. Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. During the exchange here on the after the goal, Bliss White did return to the game for Northwest. And she is currently playing in the back now. Shoo. Foreman couldn't get it. There's Jackson with it. Right up to Foreman. Nice job. Foreman sends a long one in. This will be a chase that Southeast will win. And Northwest sends it long, and it was going to roll out. No, it stayed in. And it's kicked up the far side into the shade of the big tree. That one goes out of play, and it belongs to Northwest. Nice centering pass. Well played, right to Southeast with it again. Hunter Hinkle giving chase. And there's Bliss White, and we have another offside. Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. Up here, Shoo wide open. Leads herself. Got help for a moment, but she still got the ball, and she sends a long one forward. That's going to get kicked out of play. And it'll be a throw-in really deep in Southeast territory.
All right, Kevin.
Glare alert. 13 to go, first half, tied at 1. Shoo. Centers one, that's rejected. Centers another one, and it's cleared out almost. Grizzlies still trying to keep it in. JC Sure fighting and gets it.
Oh, nice make, JC.
Beautiful job by JC. And she sends one along the ground. Here's a chance to the far side. Foreman couldn't get to it. And this one will go out of bounds. Whose is it? It is ours. That one headed, and it's going to go over the goal line, and that will be substitutions for Southeast, number 4, Serenity Edmond. And for Northwest, number 14, Charisma Lira. And it is indeed a goal kick. And out to the middle it comes in the area of JC Sure.
Handball.
Yeah, that's a... It's fine now. Bliss White will get the free kick near midfield. Yeah, send it to a white shirt. That's not in the prescription. Here's a chance for the Buffs. And cleared away nicely. Bliss White fighting defensively. And he moved her to the back to shore up the back. Is that offside? Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. And look at JC Sure come in there and sweep that ball away. Keep it in, keep it in. Whoops. Someone stepped on the ball there. Either that or the turf monster came up. We have another offside. Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. If I'm not mistaken, that's 5. Shoo. Oh, couldn't get anything going. We're bringing the ball back. Evidently a foul called here. Right in front of us. And there's a nice ball. Boy, if we can get somebody to it. Kylie Foreman chasing. She's got it. Make something happen. Centering pass. They couldn't get the shot off. That was intended for Patterson, I believe. J.C. Sure. Back out to the top. Bliss White comes up to get it. And now Sure with it. Grizzlies doing a good job keeping it down there. Pardon me, folks. Grizzlies still have it. J.C. Sure couldn't control it, and Southeast comes away with it. Mariah Hood will send it right back down, though. Southeast sends it over Hood's head. A cross pass, Shoo wide open. That one's going to go out of play. That'll belong to Northwest. Substitutions for Southeast, number 7, Kayleen Fangdara. And for Northwest, number 5, Emmeline Edwards. Elizabeth Patterson will come out for Northwest. Shoo deep. Oh, overlet herself. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Goal kick Southeast. J.C. Sure splits 2 defenders, sends one forward for Shoo, and she can't control it. Here comes Southeast trying to get it back. Morrison couldn't get it to a player, and here come the Buffs back, 4-on-4. Nice steal that time by Bliss White. What a play. Forward to Shoo. That one popped in the air. That one's going to go out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. 4 minutes and change remaining in the first half. We're tied at 1. Shoo, nice job getting it between the legs, and that's going to go out and be our ball. Jasmine Pena down there trying to make a play on it. That's just what we need, is for her to hurt her leg worse than it already is. Charisma can't get it out. Patterson getting set to come back in now for Northwest. That'll be a throw in for Southeast. She's going to be joined by Aneli Sandoval. Here come the Grizzlies down the far side of the track. Hood over there to get it back down. Here's a chance for Northwest. Going in 2-on-2. Hamwee getting some real estate. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. Substitutions for Northwest: number 9, Elizabeth Patterson, and number 15, Aneli Sandoval. Sandoval took it right to the defensive players, and now it's taken back out here to center. Bliss White gets a foot on it first, sends it wide, and she'll do so again. Patterson can't get to it. And there's a long one. April will control this. And she sends it up here for Shushu right below us. One minute remaining in the half. Looks like we're going to go in. Oh, that's our ball. Looks like we're going to go in tied at halftime. $20 seconds to go. Here's another chance. Oh, they couldn't get the shot off. 10 seconds now. Halftime of the junior varsity contest, tied at 1. Hang on a minute here, folks. Yeah, that's work. That'll work. Okay. In fact, let's go ahead and send it to them now. Okay. We're going to take a commercial timeout, make a little profit. We'll be back. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Melham Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mel Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
the best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be all you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
Are we live yet? Okay, we're back at Northwest High at halftime of the JV game. Got about 5 minutes left in half, and we're going to give you a chance for some Silent Sunday as you watch some of the varsity players get loose, and we'll be back with the second half. the one with 5 letters on the door.
Coach, that's not the square at the bottom or the triangle at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, you may not be good on your geometric shapes, so that's why I thought I'd give you some backup.
She's the assistant. What? I'm the head coach for varsity.
You know, I'm not sure how
You need one, yeah. What do you need for? So I can let her know.
I got it, so I don't know.
Ankle injury? Okay.
We're doing stuff now I don't understand.
See, I remember the theorems.
The what?
Theorems.
Oh gosh, I taught 7 of them today.
There's a gazillion of them. And I honestly, once the test was over, I couldn't tell you a single one of them.
Yeah.
Still can't to this day.
Oh, okay.
And this is JC's new number, his number 9. She wanted me to make sure you knew that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you told me. You have a Terciosis jersey. All right, boys and girls, welcome back. We're getting ready to kick off the second half here. Northwest will play into the wind, and they will defend the south goal. April Isbell will stay in goal for the Grizzlies. "30 minutes are back on the clock. Did they change keepers? That's what I thought. Don't know who it is, but Northwest is going to stand pat in the goalkeeping department, and Southeast went ahead and made a change at half. And we're underway. Northwest kicks it off. JC Sure with it for the Grizzlies. Sends it back now to Bliss White. White to Jackson. Back to Sure. Yeah, she was trying to get a long lead pass over there on the far side, and it got intercepted. Lexi Carr gives it to Lyra. And Charisma can't get it past the defense. Good tackle of the ball by Malia Jackson. Bliss sends it over on the near side. Mariah Hood is right in front of us, and she pops one out of play. It'll belong to the Buffs. In the air it goes, and Charisma Lira has it. To Sure. JC couldn't get it out. Hunter Hinkle on the far side. Knocks it out of play. It'll be a throw in for Southeast. Varsity game will follow right after this one. Buffs working it down the floor here. Back at center. Thingdara is going to throw it in. Down the middle it comes. Here's a chance for the Buffs. And right there to grab it is April Isbell. Patterson has some room in front of her. Couldn't take the ball with her. Down the near side come the Buffaloes. Gets it past Hood. Bliss White there blocks the crossing pass. And that one rolls in weakly and easily picked off by April. Uh-oh, here's trouble. A shot and off the post and cleared off the goal line by Bliss White. What a play. And they're going to give it to April. And we restart very quickly. Mariah Hood giving chase again. That one's going to go wide left. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. Goal kick Northwest. Hey, Cody, you want to pass it? I got it. Thank you. They got some alphabet soup in their lineup. April gets it easily, and we'll have another goalkeeper distribution. The wind's starting to pick up a little. Mariah Hood on the near side sends one up to Patterson. Grizzlies are not attacking offensively like they did earlier. There's a nice pass forward. There's an opportunity, but it's going to go right back to goalkeeper who knows who. Out of play. And we have a sub. Substitution for Northwest, number 22, Kylie Foreman. Uh-oh, there's a breakaway now for Southeast. Serenity Edmond with it. Takes the shot. Goes wide right. Break for Northwest. Score. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 10, Peyton Wilkerson. Number 16, Shushu Hamry. And number 18, Annika Morrison. And my headset's falling off. Here we go. Goal kick is taken. We're back underway. 8 minutes in, second half. 22 to go. Tied at 1. Grizzlies scored early in the first half and really haven't done much since. There's a chance, but for Southeast again, and you know, we're going to give Serenity Edmond too many chances, and she's going to bury one. That's 2 in a row where she had a good opportunity. Ooh, Bliss White got her tripped hard. J.C. Sure fed one in the direction of Kylie Foreman. Foreman still fighting for it. Mariah Hood coming up here to get some play going, and that'll be a throw in for Northwest as it goes out of play. Foreman got it off her chest, couldn't settle it. Comes back now. Bliss White giving chase. And knocks it out of play defensively, giving the Grizzlies an opportunity to quickly get back. It will belong to Southeast. Teams vying for control here. Jackson gets it back to Hood. Hood wins it and sends one forward. It's intercepted. It was intended for Shushu, and that one hits J.C. Sure right in the chops. April has that one, no problem. She gives it to Bliss White right in front of her. Bliss sends one up the middle. J.C. Sure, nice job. Hunter Hinkle defensively on the far side. And we have a whistle. And it's going to be a free kick for Northwest. Grizzlies trying to work it forward. Sure at midfield with it now. That one goes out of play. It'll stay with Southeast. Shushu now trying to chase the errant pass. Has it and starts bringing it up the floor. Leads it to herself, then taps one forward. Gets a couple of partial tackles on the ball. J.C. Sure, nicely done. Grizzlies had a chance. Couldn't make it go. Oh, here's the speedster again, Edmond. She ran through everybody to get to the ball and gets the shot off, and April is there to make the save. In the air to center. Defensive mistake by Southeast is going to give the ball to Northwest here with a chance. Centering pass into the penalty area, and Kylie Foreman couldn't get to it. It was a little bit overled. Here we go again. Edmond again gets by everybody. Shot and a save by Isbell. April out to center. J.C. Sure there to receive it. Stuck on something that was in it or something. Bliss White sends it over to Jackson. Jackson out to center. Leah Jackson defensively. What a save by April. Point blank shot. She came out to cut off the angle and makes the stop. Into the penalty area it goes. Another chance, and that one's going to get chipped. Did it stay in? Yes, it did. Nope, now it's a corner kick. Corner kick, Northwest. Waiting the signal for substitutions here. He never turned around to look. Nope. So we'll have the free kick first. And it's rejected out towards center. Here comes Southeast with it. Hood challenged, then backed off. Oh, nice job. And nice belly trap there. J.C. Sure with it. Sends one forward. There's a shot, and that's going to go wide, be a goal kick. Goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 6, Allison Ramirez. Number 9, Elizabeth Patterson. And number 14, Charisma Lira. Back underway here. Out at center with it is Southeast sends one to the official. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. Decent crowd on hand for Thursday night. Here's Edmond again. Lost the ball. Break for Northwest. Ramirez sent one forward. Almost had a breakaway chance there for the Grizzlies. This one's going to go out of play. Nice save by a fan. We'll give him an honorary Grizzly contract. Out to the center circle again. Bliss White pops it in the air in the direction of Ramirez. Ramirez can't control it. Here comes Southeast back 4-on-3. That's a pretty good run that time by Harper Young, number 10. And a good takeaway by Mariah Hood, protecting back there. Hood's going forward. She's not stopping. Here we go. Morrison with it. And it's centered out. Grizzlies still fighting. Oh, come on, where'd it go? There it is. in front. This one gets sent back. April's going to come up and send it into Southeast territory. That one goes back to a penalty, a goal kick. Goal kick Southeast. Substitutions for the Buffaloes, number 2, Naomi Mpende. And for Northwest, number 3, Lexi Carr, and number 15, Aneli Sandoval. We have 7:30 to go in the game. Still tied at 1. No scoring in this half. We have offside. Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. In the air, goes over the top of Wilkerson. Bliss White gets a head on it. This one's going to go over for a goal kick. Goal kick Northwest. Short one to Bliss White, and White now sends it out to center. Lexi Carr there, trying to send one through, couldn't do it. She's got it back. And this time tried to get it to Sandoval and couldn't. Bliss White will go back and take charge defensively. Mariah Hood, well played. And that one, if it stays in, and it didn't, it'll be Southeast ball. How unfortunate. To center. Malia Jackson sends it to J.C. Shure. J.C., nice ball forward for Sandoval. Sandoval falls on it. J.C. comes up to help again and has it again. Here's another opportunity for Northwest. Come on, get there. Get that shot off. And they couldn't get the shot away. White will keep it in the blue possession. Patterson. Varsity game's going to follow about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, which has 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Plenty of time for you to go to the kitchen and fix yourselves a bologna and cheese sandwich. grab a cold drink and head back to your seat. This one goes over for a goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Awaiting the goal kick from the Buffs. There it comes out towards center. J.C. Sure, the first one to touch it, though. Grizzlies have a couple getting ready to come back in now. Opportunity for Northwest is with time running down. That's Bliss White over the ball. She takes the shot. Nice save, if I do say so. It'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick, Northwest. Two minutes exactly remaining. Grizzlies need to bang one home here. That one's going to get chipped over. We'll do it again. Corner kick, Northwest. Substitutions for Northwest. Number 4, Hunter Hinkle. And number 5, Emmeline Edwards. Still in the penalty area for the Grizzlies, and they can't get the shot away, and we're approaching now 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in the game. Can the Grizzlies bang one home here? Up the middle. .30 seconds now. Ten seconds. Better hurry, girls. Better hurry. Nope, not going to happen. Final score of the junior varsity contest. Wichita Southeast 1 and Wichita Northwest 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is open for your convenience. Plenty of hot dogs, hamburgers, chips, snacks, and candies, along with plenty of cold drinks over there. Make your way over to the concession stand, which is located just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. The varsity contest will start in approximately 20 minutes or so. If they put less than 20 minutes up, I'm going to be you-know-what. All right, folks, I'm going to give you some Silent Sunday after we take another commercial break, so stay with us. We'll be back. Plenty to go. You're watching NWHS Grizz. This is Grizzly Soccer.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason, more than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administration.
This is the McCurdy Real Estate at Auction Varsity Pregame Show. Coach Christina Commons reviews the last varsity game and takes a look at today's upcoming contest. Sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate at Auction. Real estate, but better. And now, let's join Coach Commons with Kevin Arkin.
Our soccer doubleheader continues now. We're going to switch it over to the varsity contest. And we're joined pregame, as we always are, by our head varsity coach, Christina Commons, on this visit sponsored by McCurdy Real Estate and Auction. Real estate, but better. Coach, we didn't get much of a chance to visit before the South High game on Tuesday. That was that whole thing was such a whirlwind as we got that put together. Let's go back, though. We didn't get a chance to visit, so let's talk about the game before a little bit, and that's Heights. What were your feelings after the conclusion of the Heights game as to how the players played and the opponent and so forth?
Well, I think everybody's happy that it was a win. When you look at the score, we ended up 3-0 against them. But the fact that we scored 3, I feel like very quickly, and then just kind of relaxed. And I kind of wish we didn't relax. I wanted to keep the pressure. I wanted to keep going. And that same kind of intensity, like even going into that South game, as you score and you don't want to relax, but at the same time, there's moments that it's okay tonight, keep the possession going and working it around. But after Heights, I was pleased with them. We needed to make the change, and the changes that kind of happened, they worked really well for them. And then we continued to see the changes against South, and I'm hoping tonight against Southeast we'll see even more.
One of the changes that I noticed in particular that I'd like you to visit about is the moving of Toby Roberts from the center to the right side. You had mentioned to me off camera that, there were some concerns about that by her. And now that she's done it, I thought she excelled over there. I thought she did a great job. How's her feeling after having done that?
Now that I've kind of got her, originally I kind of had her on the left side because that just happened to be the side the bench was on. And so I could talk her through it during the game. In practice, you can work on so many different skills and this and that. But if you kind of need to get one player working in a position, the best way to do it is on game days sometimes. And it worked great for her. She realized when she can push up, when she needs to pinch in and move. And she is a center back for her club team. But now that she's playing that outside, she has a big respect for those players and the work and the hustle and everything that goes into being that outside defender. And she's actually kind of enjoying it. We're going to keep her on that right side. She's really helping out over there. So that means Bonnie's going to be on that left side for us. And those two on that outside, they've got the speed. They've got the drive to even want to get in the attack and get forward in the game. And I think that's helped out the most.
Well, and we mentioned on air Tuesday night about Bonnie that late in the first half that if we had to pick who's the one person on the field who touched the ball the most, it would be Bonnie and everybody else.
Yeah.
She was just all over that ball down at South High.
Oh yeah, she gets in the attack. She communicates with her teammates. She's always moving to be open and be an option. And it's awesome. And what I like about her the most is there might be moments at the beginning of the season she was like, "Can I move up? Can I play forward?" And I'm like, "You can naturally move up as a defender. That is not a problem, and we can do the shift and the movement." And I think that's starting to come into her play naturally now.
Okay. Well, very good. Now we are in this stretch of games now, 2 or 3 in a row where pardon me. I don't want to use this term. I don't want to say we're playing lesser opponents, but we're playing less experienced and perhaps teams that are kind of in a rebuilding mode, especially South High. South High, has struggled for a number of years just to put a team on the field, and they only had 14 players on Tuesday night in their whole program. So, it's difficult for them. The coaching staff, you got to give them credit for their patience, and you got to give the players a ton of credit for the way they hustle, the way they never give up, even though they're losing by a big margin. And sometimes those games can turn more physical than you would want out of frustration, and that certainly wasn't the case on Tuesday.
No, and I definitely talked with my girls even going into hand. It's a respect. We're happy that we got to play. They're happy they got to play, and we didn't want to try to disrespect them in any way. And I mean, I think we got after ourselves more than what was necessarily needed because we kind of got frustrated that we couldn't do the passing and stuff that we wanted to, that we had worked on certain combinations, and we weren't able to do that against them. So it was kind of frustrating on our part. But one of the things I think South did a great job was pushing their defense up the field. They did a great job of doing it, and it kept my forwards that had to stay on sides. If we even remotely passed an hour half, that whole team was going to be up there, and they were going to all be there and push it and trying to get more on their end. So they've got a lot of progress that they've made, and it's exciting to see if they can keep kind of going with that type of mentality, what could end up coming from some of their games.
Well, and you just have to, all you can say is you wish the program and the players and the coaches luck going forward, and can keep up the good work, and good things will happen down the road, I'm sure, for the Titans and for Heights as well going forward. Now you've got Southeast tonight. That's where are they in the pecking order of things?
Well, they actually, I think, only have like 3 wins right now. They've played some competitive teams. I think they're coming off of playing Capon recently. So that's kind of helps us in our favor, right? I mean, they've kind of struggled in the past as well, but when I think of even us playing them last year, we beat them 2-0, but we struggled scoring on them. We got the opportunities, we got it down there, and I'm hoping that we can do what we did against South, because even against South, we didn't shoot the ball off target. When we shot, it was on that goal, and I want to say that was probably the best shooting and getting it on the goal that we've had all season. So if we can keep that up this game, I wouldn't be surprised with the numbers we can put up.
And tonight is going to be one of those rare nights where weather is not a factor. The winds are not blowing 90 miles an hour like they seem to do every time we play. So should be a fun soccer game to watch, in that the whole game isn't going to be played at one end or the other.
Oh yeah, it'll be a nice even play. Our grass field's thick, it's ready to go. Recently mowed. And then, I mean, being at home is going to help us in that sense. Hopefully, the humidity isn't going to get our players down for either team.
It is
Because
supposed to be
practice,
humid, yeah.
I was going to say, the practice we had today, just the humidity got to us. We still put on, we're working harder and better in practice every single day, and I love it. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what happens tonight.
Okay, let's talk. I hate to talk about injuries, but we've got some walking wounded on the team. Jasmine Pena is still scheduled for a doctor's visit and MRI, I believe on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, for her knee. So I know she's out. And everyone else will know she's out too because she's going to join us in the booth tonight. How about other players on the team? Any injuries?
We do have Kim Johnston. She's out again today. If you're able to watch any of the warm up, she's going to be able to do some non-contact with us, and then she can practice full again on Friday. So I'm excited with her coming back. She kind of banged up her head a little bit in the Heights game, got knocked down, did a header, and didn't come out. Wasn't super concerned with it at the moment, but after the game, she kind of said that it's kind of starting to hurt now. And so we took a cautious move on it and given her that rest, and hopefully we can rest her body as well. Because I know a lot of my freshmen, they're getting that, okay, this is a lot. This season's quick.
Yes.
You not just have the practice, but you have the games too, and you're being physical against girls that are like 2 to 3 years older. It gets to you a little bit. So it'll be nice to see her get some rest and return with us next week.
Okay. She's the only other one.
Yes, she is. And one thing that I'm excited about Jasmine is she's walking so much better right now.
She is.
And with just seeing that and this last week, it gets me a little excited for her and then maybe for the hopes that she could return.
Okay, sounds great. We wish you the best of luck tonight against the Southeast Golden Buffaloes. Let's go out there and get another W, because on Tuesday it really gets hard as we take the bus up the road and go to Manhattan. We've got Manhattan, Washburn, and Carroll back to back to back. So you got a tough three coming up. Let's warm up for it by getting this game tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Head coach Christina Commons on our pregame visit. Stay tuned. We're going to hear from McCurdy Auction, and then we'll be back with the starting lineup and the play-by-play of tonight's game against Wichita Southeast High School. You're watching NWHS Grizz, and this is Grizzly Soccer.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whole marketing campaign of this property and sold right to
Shall we book it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is it.
Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer is on the air. Welcome to everyone in Grizzly Nation to another webcast of your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies as they take on the best teams in Kansas and pursue a 6A state title. Follow your Grizzlies all season long on youtube.com/NWHSGRIZZ. Today's webcast is brought to you through the support of the many sponsors of this year's Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament, including the following: Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th West and Kellogg. We're better. We're proving it. You be the judge. Thank you, Lisa Hamilton. And by Tom Lassiter and Fleeson, Brewing, Colson, and Kitch, attorneys in the Epic Center at 301 North Main. We believe our clients' best interests and needs are our own. By Credit Union of America, where members are the owners. With branches all over the Wichita metro area, Credit Union of America stands ready to serve you. By Dan Garreau and the law firm of Dugan & Garreau, experts in personal injury, business law, workers' compensation, wills, and trusts. Located at 3636 North Ridge Road, Suite 100. By McCurdy Real Estate and Auction, 12041 East 13th Street at K96, serving Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma for over 40 years. Real estate, but better. By the Joe and Judy Coughlin and the Chris and Jan Schumacher families. Strong supporters of Grizzly soccer through the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund. By the Jeff and Amy Wallena family in memory of Daryl Rhodes, one of the biggest fans of Grizzly Nation. By the Victory Project, helping kids fighting cancer on a daily basis and supporting research to diagnose and treat childhood diseases early. By Todd Eflin Narrates, voice audio for commercials, phone systems, videos, and books. Online at toddeflin.com, TODDEFLIN.com. By the Robert L. Gould Foundation, a philanthropic trust assisting the educational needs of young people at Northwest for over 10 years. By the Eric Profit Memorial Soccer Fund, providing scholarship assistance to Northwest soccer seniors each year through the support of the Eric Profit Scholarship Golf Tournament. And by the many other sponsors who make this webcast possible. And now, to the field, and the voice of the Grizzlies, Kevin Arkin.
Thank Todd Eflin. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wichita Northwest High School. We're at Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium for the varsity contest between the Buffaloes and the Grizzlies. JV tied 1-1, in case you're just joining us. And we have a very pleasant evening for soccer tonight. Temperature in the mid to upper 60s at the moment. And the wind dying down maybe 10 miles an hour out of the north. Pretty nice night. Some scattered clouds, not expecting anything in the way of rain or precipitation, and I guess I better get ready here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for each team tonight, beginning with the visitors from Wichita Southeast. In goal, a junior, number 1, Mia Wynn. Senior defender, number 3, Ilana Zayareth. Sophomore midfielder, number 4, Alexis Abraham. Junior defender, number 5, Haley Anson. Junior midfielder, number 8, Mia Powell. Junior forward, number 9, Aurora Delgado. Senior midfielder, number 10, Uretsky Tejeda. Freshman midfielder, number 15, Chloe Brown. Freshman midfielder, number 16, Michaela Klein. Senior forward, number 18, Justina DeWillow. And sophomore midfielder, number 25, Keisha Allen. The Buffaloes are coached by Cody Fitch. He's assisted by Sierra Brandt and by Becky Reef. And now, the starting lineup for your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. In goal, a senior, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. On defense, number 2, Nevaeh Villa. At midfield, number 5, Emily Bravo. At midfield, a senior, number 6, Raylan Grant. Midfielder, number 7, Adri Bootsma. Defender, number 8, Toby Mitchell. At forward, number 10, Kimmy Aguero. On defense, number 13, Bonnie Rueda. On defense, number 16, Amaya Alvarez. Defender, number 20, Audrey Thomas. And defender number 21, a senior and captain, Lillian Schilling. The Grizzlies are coached by Christina Commons, and she's assisted by Michelle Lawrence. The managers are Tommy Roberts and Amaya Bates. Ladies and gentlemen, your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. The athletic trainer of the Grizzlies is Andrea Allen. Her services are provided courtesy of Ascension Via Christi Sports Medicine. Your official scorer is David Nigg. We want to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors who make Grizzly Soccer possible, and they include Mel Hambledon Ford, Credit Union of America, Dugan and Giroux Attorneys, Robert L. Gould Foundation, Security First Title, and the families of Tom Lassiter, Joe and Judy Coughlin, and Chris and Jan Shoemaker. In the first half, Wichita Southeast will defend the south goal. In goal for the Buffs, number 1, Mia Wynn. And in goal for the Grizzlies, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. Okay, we're doing these backwards, right? Right there. Let's just put a paperweight there. That'll work. It should just look for number 57. It ought to be in a numerical order. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, those aren't in numerical order. Sorry. There's Bootsman taking. There's Bootsman taking it away. Wrong mic. On the far side, that's Lillian Schilling with it. Maya Alvarez, and there's a chip shot. Wide open is Grant. And she couldn't get the shot off. What a play, though. Great play to get the ball to Grant. She ran right to it and then got her feet tangled up in the ball. And this one's going to go out of play to Southeast. You good? That one's going to go out off of Bootsma. And they'll give it to Southeast again. That one goes off of Bootsma again, and it will be another throw in for Southeast. That one goes out, and that should belong to Northwest, and it does. Bonnie Rueda quickly throws it in, trying to get a running ball to Kimmy Aguero. So instead she launches one. There's nobody there to get it. Come on, Kimmy. That one goes out of play. We'll get another throw in here. Bonnie will certainly not waste any time. Rueda again will throw it. Grizzlies have had 4 throw-ins in the last 30 seconds. Grant. Back to Thomas. Your back line tonight, to start with, we've got Toby Mitchell on the right side, Audrey Thomas and Nevaeh Villa in the middle, and then Bonnie Rueda here on the left side. So a good, solid back line for Northwest. That one goes out of play, and it will belong to the Grizzlies. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on the internet tonight. It's a pretty nice evening here in Duda. Villa. Alvarez. Oh, nice chip right to Schilling. There's one for Grant. Shot wide right. The Southeast goal kick brought to you by Dr. Steve Priddle and the Women's Health.
Grizzly Soccer on Tube is brought to you in part by Dr. Steve Priddle and the Women's Health Group of Manhattan.
Fine, and let me point to the one I need. That'll work. Alvarez gets it away from 2 defenders. Bootsma to Kimmy. Oh, tried to get it back to Bootsma, and she'd already overrun the spot. Rueda, though, is there. Gets it back to Adri. Out to center. Rueda at the halfway line. Sends it wide. Coming back to get it is Emily Bravo. Now to Audrey Thomas. And that one goes too far for Toby Mitchell, and it will be a throw-in for the Buffs. Nevaeh Villa, nice job to maintain possession. Toby Mitchell, good spin move. Buffs have it again. Via just clawing at it there and getting it done. Schilling couldn't control it. And Southeast comes in and sweeps it away. Whoop, Via shanked one. That's going to go back in the direction of Liliana. And she'll send it over here on the near side where Bonnie Rueda will take charge. Bonnie, a long one, and that's offside. Offside Northwest, free kick Southeast. Southeast will get a free kick here. And out it goes. And nice chest trap by Nevaeh. Bootsma with it on the near side. Sends one through for Kimmy. Aguero pops one into the middle. Trying to get it to Raylan Grant. And couldn't do so. Nevaeh Villa with it. Oh, it gets tapped out by Alvarez. It'll be, I think, yeah, they're going to give that to Southeast, and they should. Oh. Isbell Santiago's ready to come in, but unfortunately it wasn't our throw. Comes in, intercepted by Kimmy Aguero. She leaves it for herself beautifully. There's one. Wide open is Emily Bravo. Couldn't get it back to Grant. Nice run that time by Southeast. That'll be a goal kick for Northwest. This Northwest goal kick brought to you by Pickrell Drilling Company.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by Pickrell Drilling Company, 100 South Main, Suite 505. Proud supporters of the Grizzly Soccer program.
Liliana sets up the goal kick. Oh, and substituting for Northwest, number 15, Isabel Santiago. Want to give Isabel her due. Nice move downfield. Oh, Bootsma was there. There's a shot. Score! Northwest Grizzly goal! All right, tell me who scored it. That's what I thought. Did you guys see who got it to her? Grizzly goal scored by number 10, Kimmy Aguero. The assist to number 7, Adri Bootsma. And she looked like, who, me? I don't think it was her. She just fessed up. But that's okay. Grizzlies lead 1-0. Raylan Grant on the far side sends one forward for Schilling. Lillian to Kimmy. Tried to feed it back for Schilling to run to. Couldn't quite get it to go. Rueda controls it. And still has it, but it goes out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Southeast. Emily Bravo with it. Gives it back now for Alvarez. Oh, there's a good chance for Schilling, and just couldn't get there in time. Good job by Mia Wynn to come out and cut it off. Bootsma on the left side. Tried to center it. It's going to go over. That'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick, Northwest. Substituting for the Grizzlies, number 14, Jamison McHugh. Raylan Grant with it after the tap in, and nice job by Mia Wynn. It's loose in front and over. Corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick, Northwest. Jamison McHugh will tee it up. Gives it to Raylan again. There's another one in the middle. Bouncing around in front. Nice job by Southeast to clear it. McHugh sends it forward. Kimmy couldn't get a shot off. This one stays in. McHugh will get there. And forward now to Kimmy Aguero. Ooh, that one bounced right off a belly there. McHugh puts it into the penalty area. It's loose. Bravo fighting for it. Santiago sends one to the far side. Toby Mitchell had it, sent it forward, got intercepted. Toby giving chase again and fighting for it once again. Rueda will send it all the way back to Liliana. Audrey Thomas up front for Raylan. She got a foot on it but couldn't control it. Now let's see what we get here. There's an opportunity for Southeast to come forward. Raylan Grant back there now defensively. She's just all over the place. McHugh to Aguero. There's one for Schilling. What a good ball. Can Lillian get, nope, couldn't get the shot off. It was still a good ball, and the ball is still in. That one's going to go over for a goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Substituting for the Buffs, number 12, Han Ho. Yeah, we'll skip that one. Santiago sends it forward to Bravo. Alvarez with it. Nice pass to space, but nobody home. There's a chance for Northwest. Come on, get there. Get the shot off. There it is. And just wide left. Okay, which one? This goal kick brought to you by the law offices of O'Hara.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is sponsored in part by the law offices of O'Hara and O'Hara, 1223 East 1st Street in Wichita.
Okay, we've got a goal kick coming from Buffaloes. We've got 15 minutes gone in the first half. Been a fast 15 minutes. 0-0 Grizzlies lead. Nice ball. Kimmy Aguero sends one over everything. Substitution for Southeast, number 8, Mia Powell. And for Northwest, number 7, Adri Bootsma. Throw in for Northwest. Grant got a foot on it, sent it back. Now it lands on the foot of a white jersey. Toby Mitchell checked off the ball. And a chance for Southeast and a shot saved by Liliana. Jamison out to center. Alvarez. Nice ball to Raylan Grant. Beautifully done. And Lillian was kind of held up there. Santiago intercepts it. Gives it to Raylan. And that one's into the penalty area too far, and it goes all the way back to goalkeeper Mia Wynn. Wynn boots it. And right now, the wind is virtually non-existent. Thomas tried to get it to Raylan Grant and got it intercepted. Here they come, 3-on-2. Thomas back there defensively. In the air, who's going to get there? It's McHugh fighting for it. Goes out, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick Southeast. Substituting for Northwest, number 2, Nevaeh Villa. Come on, girls, get that ball. McHugh. Oh, nicely done. Aguero is there. McHugh sends it back up, tried to get it to Rueda, and Rueda comes in and gets it anyway. Into the middle of the mix. Keep putting it in there. Something good will happen sometime. McHugh again puts it into the middle of the mix. Rueda. She puts one right on target, and Mia Wynn is there for the save. 20 minutes to go in the first half. Grizzlies up by 1. I think we got a handball called on Amaya Alvarez for a little free kick. Nice job by Toby Mitchell to intercept that one. That one goes out of play, and it will belong to Northwest. Substitution for Northwest, number 4, Addison Porter. Raylan Grant and Schilling working with the ball at the moment. Bootsma comes over to help. Grant with it again. Sends it up to Adri. Schilling tried to get it to McHugh. Jamison may run to it anyway, and she does. She's going to center one, trying to get it to Raylan Grant. It comes over here on the near side. Bonnie Rueda got a foot on it. Couple of subs waiting to come in at the next chance. Over here in front of us is Addison Porter with it. She sends one across. That's going to get intercepted. Toby Mitchell gets it right back. This is trouble. Beautifully done, though. Beautifully shielded by Thomas. Substitution for Southeast, number 18, Justina DeWilo. And for Northwest, number 15, Isabel Santiago. Bootsma for Addison Porter, who's wide open. Porter sends one back across. Back to Thomas. And that's going to go into the sellout crowd. Be a throw in for Southeast. Alvarez to Bootsma to Raylan Grant. It's been a good combo here so far in the first half. Grant pops one forward to space. Grizzlies can't quite get there. Bootsma just overran it a bit. Here come the Buffaloes back down the middle. Not today, says Bonnie Rueda. She gets it to Alvarez. Alvarez to Bootsma. Bootsma in the shadows. There's a long one, and that's going to be picked off by Mia Wynn. The lights are on here at Bobby Bribieska Family Stadium as the sun begins to set and the shadows lengthen across the field. Buffs with it. They've got something going. Nice pass across. And a good job defensively by Toby Mitchell to prevent the pass back to the other forward. Corner kick, Southeast. Out of play to Southeast. Throw in comes in. It's short. We have players going down in a heap, and Northwest substitution, number 5, Emily Bravo. On the far side, Grizzlies trying to get it out of there. There's one up in the air. Still loose in front. McHugh with a chance. She decides to stop and wait for help. Emily gives it to Bootsma. Over to McHugh on the near side. Crossing pass. That one popped up and over. Corner kick, Northwest. The Grizzlies will get the corner kick with the win, what little there is. Ball is in the air. Went to Bravo. She couldn't get a volley off. Alvarez couldn't get a shot that wasn't blocked. There's one, and Mia Wynn makes the save. Up it comes from Alvarez. Oh, that went right through the wickets of Bravo. And they're going to call a foul against Northwest for kicking, and we'll have a free kick coming for the Buffs. All the way back to Liliana, no problem. Far side. Santiago sends one forward. That one's intercepted. Nevaeh Villa wins the ball and has her pass intercepted. Oh, good job by Rueda to prevent a breakaway. Emily Bravo has it on the near side. She leaves one for Bonnie. Bonnie sends one into the penalty area, and it's going to be picked off there by Mia Wynn. Bravo. Give and go back to Emily in the corner. Emily sends one into the area, and it's rejected immediately. Good job by Bonnie Rueda to steal that one. Southeast gets it back out here to center. It looks like Nevaeh Villa will have one go out of play. Bootsma at center. Sends one across for Raylan Grant. Grant over for Toby Mitchell. Mitchell come up from her defensive spot. Still has it. A lot of room to work with. Sends it back toward Bootsma. And what do we have a call here? What'd they call there? Toby Mitchell called for a foul, and it'll turn the ball over to Southeast. Very unfortunate. Villa gets a shoulder on it. Oh, nice job to steal that one back. Alvarez sends it up. Raylan Grant can't get to it before Zarath gets it over here on the near side and sends one forward. Audrey Thomas will chip it back toward Liliana. Liliana will send it back too far for Emily Bravo, and it will be a throw in for the Buffs. Here it comes, headed by Bootsma. Out of play to Northwest. Substitutions for Northwest: number 10, Kimmy Aguero, and number 21, Lillian Schilling. Emily and Bonnie sends one out into the middle. It's headed away by a Southeast midfielder. And they did it twice. There's a long one, no problem for Hernandez. 5 minutes to go, first half. Grizzlies lead 1-0. Throw in coming for Southeast on the far side. If you've been wondering whether you're going to be able to watch the Manhattan games on Tuesday when we're on the road up there, the answer is yes. We will be there, and we are bringing you both games. There's one all the way back to Mia Wynn. No problem with that. Rueda intercepts that pass for the moment anyway. Now she gets it back again. And she sends one up for Bravo. Emily, back to Bonnie. Back to Emily. Now it's forward for Kimmy. Bravo again, gives it to Raylan Grant. Back to nice give and go to Emily. Tried to chip it forward for Lillian. Too far, I'm afraid. Alvarez. Header by Emily. Nice lead pass on the far side. Good, excellent lead pass, actually. And it's tapped out by Toby Mitchell. Good job defensively by the Grizzlies. That one's going to go over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for Northwest. Not that one. This goal kick brought to you by the Brass Tap Room at Side Pockets, proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer, located at Wichita's North Tyler Road. Audrey Thomas will send it wide for Raylan Grant. Raylan with some room gives it up to Kimmy. Kimmy sends it wide, trying to get it over there to lost someone on the way back there, I'm afraid. One minute remaining in the half. Good job by Schilling to get it up to Aguero. Whoops. Raylan Grant went flying. Good job by Rueda to get it up to Aguero. It'll be a throw in for Northwest with 25 seconds remaining in the half. That one gets knocked out again. 15 to go. At 4, 3, 2, 1. Halftime score, Wichita Northwest 1 and Wichita Southeast 0. Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand will remain open through halftime for your convenience. I will tell you from personal experience, the hamburgers are very good. Also plenty of chips, candy, and snacks, along with plenty of cold drinks. The concession stand, again, is in the building just north of the main entry gate to the stadium. The Grizzlies take their only major road trip of the season next Tuesday when they travel to Manhattan to take on the Indians in a non-league doubleheader. Games will be played at Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium beginning at 4:30. If you're unable to see the games in person, both games will be live streamed on the Northwest YouTube channel beginning at 4:15. Find the games at youtube.com/NWHSGrizz. The Grizzlies will be at home 1 week from tonight to take on the Junior Blues of Washburn Rural High School. The junior varsity will kick off at 4:30 earlier than normal. 4:30 kickoff followed by the varsity match. Come on out and see both your teams next Thursday against Washburn Rural. Sure, why not? Yep.
Friendly is finding a better rate, an instant debit card, scholarships and teacher grants for projects, loans specifically for teachers and healthcare professionals, being the #1 auto lender for a reason. More than $400,000 in community partnerships. Credit Union of America. Welcome to Friendly. Learn more at cuofamerica.com.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shall we book it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager at Mount Hamilton Ford. Have you been thinking about a new SUV? Right now is a great time to buy a new Ford at the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg. EcoSport, Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition. Mount Hamilton Ford is sure to have the right vehicle to fit your size. And you know you can count on us with this great selection to find the right SUV at the best price to fit your budget. Check us out online or in person. Let us make your purchase easy with pickup and delivery right from your home or work. Mount Hamilton Ford, experience the difference.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means the power to discover,
to redefine yourself,
To improve yourself.
to challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
Than you ever knew.
that you could do.
It means giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools,
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
So you can be
All you can be.
Grizzly Soccer Online is supported by Todd Eflin Narrates. I'm the voice you hear on our sponsor announcements. My wife is an alum of Northwest, and this is my 6th season as your announcer. I was a longtime radio personality in Wichita and now do full-time voice acting. You can use my voice for your business, like product or training videos, telephone systems, radio or TV spots, and audiobooks. Learn more online at toddeflin.com. That's TODDEFLIN.com.
You'll make a great wife someday. That's kind of like the Jetsons. You ever watch the Jetsons?
Well, of course.
The opening credits.
Yeah.
You know, George takes out his wallet, pulls out a $5 bill, and she takes the wallet.
Yep. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, I love that. I love that show. That show was great. And the dog, Rap Roll.
Yes.
High Roads.
Oh yes. No, that and the Flintstones were my two favorites.
I like the Jetsons better.
Well, yeah, if I had to choose, it was always the Jetsons.
Because the Flintstones were really based on the Honeymooners.
Oh really?
The Jetsons were not. Yeah, it really was. It was a cartoon version of the Honeymooners. Back at Northwest, we're at halftime. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go before the second half kickoff. Stay with us. Glad to have you wherever you are on planet Earth. 1-0 Grizzlies lead over the Buffaloes of Wichita Southeast. If you're up at 8, he won't be here.
I don't even know what time it is.
7:30.
Oh yeah. Do what you gotta do. I ain't going.
We would have to score 7 goals in 10 minutes for him to win. And still see the game.
He won't be happy. But our movie is way better than even Tuesday.
Kids don't have darts. That's fine.
Yeah, no, well.
Nothing wrong. I didn't get a car until I bought one. That was after I graduated high school.
I mean, we had two for the longest time until Amber wrecked it and totaled it. And so, and with Andy...
You reap what you sow.
Well, yeah. Well, with Andy not having a job, I'm like, I'm not doing it.
That's exactly.
He's looking, but he's actually starting to work for my dad a little bit now, so he's going to have some income coming in. But it's one of those, like, hey, I'm not going to go buy a vehicle with only money.
I don't blame you.
We can't, I mean, I could swing it, but just make it tight. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like, I don't care if it's only, you know, a couple $1,000.
Okay, folks, 90 seconds from the second half kickoff. Gosh, what a nice night this is. Why haven't we had this all year? Can you move just a little to your left? There you go, because I'm going to have to go back and forth. Grizzlies will be playing from left to right as you're watching here in the second half, and into basically no wind. All of the corner flags are limp, and the United States flag is limp. I'm assuming that Mia Wynn is going to stay in goal for Southeast. 1-0, it's still anybody's game. In the second half, Wichita Southeast will defend the north goal. In goal for the Buffs, number 1, Mia Wynn. In goal for your Grizzlies, number 1, Liliana Hernandez. And we're getting set for the second half. Oh, can you start the clock? Thank you. And we are underway in the second half. Southeast kicks it off, and they promptly send one into the Grizzlies' end of the field where Bonnie Rueda gives chase on the far side. And no call. I think somebody was waiting for this to be told the ball was out of bounds or something, and there was no call made. Raylan Grant with it. Look at Emily Bravo over here in her own area code. She leaves one for Toby Mitchell. Mitchell for Schilling. Oh, beautifully done, though. Unfortunate, but nicely done. Schilling pokes it away, and Aguero can't get to it. Now, Raylan Grant gives it back to Emily Bravo. Bravo to Kimmy. Out to center. Back it goes for Nevea. Alvarez sends it back to Bravo. Toby Mitchell. Nevea back there again defensively to get it, and we have a offside call. Come on. Offside Southeast, free kick Northwest. I mean, the offside call is like 2 feet over the center line. Rueda takes the free kick, comes forward. Toby Mitchell, oh, nice ball to Emily, who's wide open again. She's trying to get it back to Raylan Grant. It was intercepted. Raylan comes in to get it anyway. And a foul called. It'll be a free kick for Northwest. Rueda sends one all the way to the penalty area where Mia Wynn snags it for Southeast. And we'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Out to center. Grizzlies could use another goal for some insurance here. 1 goal lead is always perilous. One mistake can cost you immensely. Bravo. Loose ball and cleared away defensively. Nice job, Southeast. And we have a whistle and we have a player down. And doesn't look like anybody seriously hurt. So we will continue to play. And they're going to give the free kick to Southeast. Out to center it comes. Bootsma sends one right back to Wynn. We're now at the time of day where the sun is in our faces. Wish we had Venetian blinds in our press box up here. Yeah. Toby Mitchell has her Ball blocked and then kicked out of bounds. We'll just have a quick throw in here. Mitchell will throw it in, intending to get it to Garrow, and Kimmy does get to it. Along the goal line, centering one, and it's headed out, and that'll be a corner kick for Northwest. Corner kick, Northwest. Rueda with it for Northwest. Brings it forward. Way up there from her defensive spot. Now she's being held. Bravo has it taken off, and he finally calls the foul for the hold. He waited on that whistle until he was absolutely sure there was no advantage. Good job of bringing the ball back. There's a blast through the penalty area that's going to go wide left, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Yeah, I know. I
just can't reach to point.
No, it's okay. Out to center is the boot from the goal kick, and now Southeast comes out with some numbers and a whistle behind the ball. I don't know what we're calling here. The yellow card's being given to... Who's that given to? That's Bonnie Rueda getting the yellow card. She must have invited Mr. Hoover for dinner after the game. Substitution for Northwest after the yellow card, number 15, Isbell Santiago. Coming in for the Buffs, number 12, Han Ho. Clock stops at 33:02 remaining. I'll bet you we didn't stop our clock, did we? Yeah, it's okay. She's doing her business. If we get another stoppage for an injury or something, we'll stop and fix our clock. Raylan Grant sends one wide. And here comes Southeast back, only momentarily, though, as the Grizzlies, I thought were going to win that ball. They did not. Southeast keeps it. Audrey Thomas challenging. And Isabel Santiago sends it back. And again, Southeast brings it down. There's one, and Liliana picks it up easily. She'll have a goalkeeper distribution. Now we have a stoppage of play again. Well, penalty kick's been called against Northwest. I have no idea why. Can you see the number on her back? Okay, neither. Here's the shot and an easy score. We're tied at 1. Do you have any idea what that was for? Me either. So we got 32:07 remaining. Second half. We're tied at 1. We're all square again. Jamison McHugh gets set to come back in for Northwest. Toby Mitchell up for Bravo. Nicely done. Come on, ladies. Let's drive it down there and get it back. Oop. Lillian Schilling didn't see it coming. And Rueda's going to come back in off her yellow card. There's a shot across the bow, and it's deflected. Rebound, score! That's Bootsma, right? Northwest Grizzly goal. Goal scorer number 7. Adri Bootsma. Huh? Okay. Assist on the goal, number 21, Lillian Schilling. Well, just like that, the Grizzlies have their lead back. Boy, that was a beauty, too. No doubt about that one. Bootsma banged it in. We're going to have to buy new nets now. Throw in coming for the Grizzlies. Out of bounds to Southeast. Have a player down for Southeast momentarily. She got right up. Grizzlies still could use another goal. Alvarez. What a ball for Raylan Grant if she can get to it. And she couldn't quite get there. Jamison McHugh fighting for it. And that one's going to go out of play and be a throw in for Northwest. And Emily gets a nice love tap as the ball goes out of bounds. Ball thrown in to McHugh again. Trying to get it to Aguero. And she almost got it anyway. Who's going to get this one? That one's going out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Northwest. 11 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies lead 2-1. Into the center it goes. Adri Bootsma, who's just scored the go-ahead goal. That one tapped in for an easy save for Mia Wynn. That one sent all the way back to Hernandez. She'll send it across to the near side for Toby Mitchell. Coming back for Liliana, and she picks it up. Braylon Grant gets set to come back in here in just a moment. This could be trouble here down the way, and goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick for Southeast, I think. Corner kick, Southeast. Schilling gets ahead on it. Can't control it, however. Southeast has it. And they'll try and restart things over on the far side. Well, substitutions for Southeast. Number 17, Regine Bacasa. Coming in for Northwest, number 6, Raylan Grant. And number 15, Isabel Santiago. .26 to go, second half. Grizzlies lead 2-1. Ball back in play. Southeast has it. Now Northwest will get a throw in. And now they'll get another. Out of play it goes. It will belong to Northwest. Substituting for Northwest, number 4, Addison Parker. Oh, forget it. Substituting for Southeast, number 15, Chloe Brown. Where did I come up with that? Yeah. The mind said one thing, the mouth said something else. Oh, get that shot off. Nope, goes underneath for a goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Buffs trying to get it out of their own end. And here's one intercepted by Thomas. Good job. She sends it up to Porter. Her real name is Porter. This one's going to go out too far for Porter to get to. Huh? They called a foul back here before the play that knocked it out, so it'll be a free kick for Northwest. And it looks like Audrey Thomas is going to take it. There it goes, and it's going to go wide right for a goal kick. This Southeast goal kick is brought to you by Insight Real Estate Group. Commercial real estate expertise and integrity, powered by Insight. Located at 608 West Douglas in Wichita. Audrey Thomas gets that one. Sends it up. Toby Mitchell giving chase. Got a pop on it. Got a second pop on it. Schilling sends it to Grant. Grant, good lead pass on the far side. They'll pass it back. There's a long shot, and a diving save by Mia Wynn will generate a corner kick for Northwest. Corner. Kick is in the air. It's short. Grant got a foot on it. There's a Jamison McHugh shot off the left foot, and it goes wide left for a goal kick. Goal kick Southeast. In the air, far side. Villa gets an interception there and sends it over for Audrey Thomas, right in the middle of the field. Toby Mitchell up for Addison Porter. And all the way back. This is going to require some running on the part of Villa. She'll send it wide. Bonnie Rueda is over there. And she will send a long one down for Raylan Grant to give chase to, but I think she's going to get beat. She was. That goes into the sellout crowd for a throw-in. Toby's going to throw it in here. Oh, threw it right to Alvarez, who popped it to Schilling. Schilling trying to sneak it in the post, almost did it. Mia Wynn there to make the save, and she'll have a goalkeeper distribution. $20 minutes to go. 2-1, Northwest. On the far side, Villa with it. We have a player down for Southeast. Can you tell me who that is? Okay. Andrea Allen heads out along with Cody Fitch. David, stop the clock. He still hasn't. There, he finally did. He must be in a hurry to get home. Can you tell me now who that is?
Yeah, I know. Her name is Michaela.
What's her number?
Can you see on there? Michaela something. She's a freshman.
Be on this side.
Oh, on this side?
Oh, I can read the number now. 16. Michaela Klein. The injured 15, Chloe Brown. 5, 7, and 10. Oh. Got the wrong page. I need this page. In the middle of the field. Clock running with 18:30 to go. Addison Porter. She's got some room to work with. Gets it out to Schilling. Nice ball. Schilling popped one forward, intended for Raylan Grant. There's a shot and a save by Wynn. Nice shot, that off the foot of Amaya Alvarez. Nice job to clear it out by Thomas. Toby Mitchell on the near side will send it up for Porter. Addison Porter. Cross midfield. Sends one. That one is shanked, and the best person with a chance to get it is probably going to be Schilling. Mitchell again. Nice job of trapping it. Over to Thomas. To Amaya Alvarez in the middle. Raylan Grant now. And Grant goes down. That's a trip. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. Long one in the air, and Wynn is right there to catch it. Punt is very short. Still controlled by the Buffs. Now they send one into Grizzly territory, and Rueda is going to give chase over there on the far side. And she comes away with it. Sends it out to the middle where it's rejected right back. Grizzlies with an advantage. That's why there was no whistle there. And here's Porter had a chance, couldn't quite get to it. Alvarez to Mitchell. Mitchell lost it. Into the circle. Sent right back in by the Grizzlies. McHugh to Grant. Grant tried to get that one threaded for Lillian Schilling, and it just didn't go. Substitutions for Southeast. Number 3, Ilana Zayarath. For Northwest, number 5, Emily Bravo. Number 7, Adra Bootsma. And number 10, Kimmy Aguero. This one goes all the way back to Liliana, and she'll send it out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Southeast. And there's one over everything. That will be a goal kick. Goal kick Northwest. Substituting for Southeast, number 16, Michaela Klein. Grizzlies really need another goal. I think I've said that. I think I'll say it again. They need another goal. McHugh sends one wide. Out to Raylan Grant again. And Southeast comes away with it. We're giving Southeast too much time in our end of the field here in the late going. Porter sends it up to Aguero. Aguero to Alvarez. Over here to Porter and just overled Porter. Which was too bad because Porter had nothing but space between her and the net. Throw in for Northwest. Toby Mitchell will take it here. Out to center. Raylan Grant fighting for it again. And she wins it and sends it wide. Emily Bravo over there trying to win it back. She does, and it's cleared out to center. There's a long one. That's going to go over everything and be a goal kick for Southeast. This Southeast goal kick brought to you by Gambino's Pizza, 1520 South Webb Road. Check out all of their menu options at gambinospizza.com. Goal kick taken. And Southeast brings it in Grizzly territory. Liliana comes out and sends it out to the center circle. Yep, there's a handball. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. Oh, a great volley attempt by Addison Porter, and it was just high. Goal kick Southeast. Substituting for Northwest, number 2, Nevaeh Villa. Villa's going to go back and play defense. Adri Bootsma will move up. Lillian Schilling getting set to come back in, too. Across the bow to Bonnie Rueda. Grizzlies are trying, not getting the ball. We're not attacking the ball here at the moment. I'm beginning to wonder if they're getting a little weary. Nevaeh, nice job on the volley to get the ball back. Alvarez sends a beauty forward for Grant. Come on, Raylan, beat everybody to it. There you go. Raylan tried to get one into the middle. She'll try again. Yes, she will. She tried to get that one to McHugh. Maya Alvarez sends one through, and it's going to be won there by Southeast. Now we have a whistle for something. Not sure what it was. Coaching staff of Northwest realizes the need for additional scoring too, so they're bringing the scoring monster back into the game. Over the goal line for a goal kick. Goal kick, Southeast. Substituting for Northwest, number 21, Lillian Schilling. Schilling will replace Jamison McHugh. Really? Correction, corner kick Northwest. I'll take the corner kick. In the air, and that one went right behind the goal, so it turns out I was right anyway. Yeah. Listen carefully. Goal kick, Southeast.
That time.
Clock running, inside 7 to go. 2-1 Northwest. In the air on. Nice job by Alvarez to intercept that one and get a nice header going. And she still got it. She sends one over here. Oh, Bootsma couldn't control it. Now we have a whistle. Handball called against the Buffaloes. That'll be a free kick for Northwest. And it looks like Audrey Thomas will take this one. Audrey, why don't you just put it into the corner of the net for me? Now, Audrey's going to step off, and Bootsma's going to come in and take it. And she does, and it's going to go wide left, and it will be another goal kick. The Southeast goal kick brought to you by the Penner Low Law Group, 645 North Waco, a proud sponsor of Grizzly soccer through the annual golf tournament. Raylan Grant cuts through the group and gets the shot off. Saved by Wynn. She was on her way down when she got the ball shot. Alvarez again puts it up front. Maya Alvarez has had one heck of a great game today. Bootsma got pushed off the ball. Twice. That one's going to go out of play and belong to Northwest. Inside 5 to go now. Clock becoming a friend of Northwest at the moment. Alvarez has it and will send it back to Thomas. Thomas to Nevea. Nevea across. Nicely done. That's Bonnie Rueda with it. Oops. She got double teamed and got it taken off her foot. That one goes out of play to Southeast. Another throw in coming for the Buffs. Next game is Tuesday. We're in Manhattan. We're on the air at 4:15. A time approximate, depending on our travel. If we don't get there in time to set up in time, then we won't be on at 4:15, but we will be there. And there will be no rain out of a broadcast, as we will be in the press box. Ashley won't be, though. She'll be outside. Yeah. Nevaeh, down she goes. Crash and burn time. And she's slow to get up. Ooh. Now she made it. Now she's going back down. She is still hurting. Adri Bootsma trying to get that ball before it comes back down our way. Well, nobody there in the center circle but white shirts. Come on, Thomas, that a girl. Toby Mitchell, beautiful play, right to Schilling, and a nice trap. Grizzlies need to hang on for another 100 seconds. In the center of the field, Grizzlies trying to get it back forward. There's Raylan Grant with it. One minute remaining in the half. Raylan Grant still has it. Now she's going to send one over here for Bootsma. Overshot her. Come on, Adri, get there. She did. Now keep it, keep it, keep it. Beautifully done. And nice job by Southeast to come back and get it. Now, Adri, a nice shot, and there's one in the middle for Grant, and oh, that would have been a great volley, too. That one goes over the goal line, and that will be I think they're calling a corner here. They are. Corner kick Northwest. 15 seconds to go. Loose in front. That one gets chipped over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick, and that's going to do it. Final score of the varsity contest tonight, Northwest 2 and Southeast 1. Again, Grizzlies travel to Manhattan on Tuesday. If you can't go up and join them, we're live on NWHS Grizz at 4:15 in the afternoon with the junior varsity contest. And we're back home 1 week from tonight when Washburn Rural comes in for a doubleheader. First kickoff of the JV game is at 5 o'clock. On behalf of the players of both teams, we thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting your respective team. Please drive home safely. All right. And for those of you online with us, thank you for sticking with us tonight. Glad to have you on board, as always. We'll look forward to seeing you folks next Tuesday. I guess we probably should have updated this, huh? Andy Isbell, our producer, had to take off, so we had a hard time updating the computer, and that was the issue there. But there's your final, 2-1 Northwest over Southeast. For Ashley Isbell and Andy, Kevin Arkin saying thank you for joining us, and we'll see you Tuesday. In the meantime, have a good